One of them fellas is not what he says he is.
What is he?
In cahoots with this one, that's what he is. One of them, maybe even two of them, is here to see Domergue goes free.
Are you sure you ain't just being paranoid?
Our best bet is this duplicitous fella ain't as cool a customer as Daisy here. He won't have the leather patience it takes to just sit here. He can't handle it. He'll stop waiting. Try and create his opportunity, and that's when Mr. Jumpy reveals himself.
And what you got to say about all this?
What I got to say about John Reese Ravens? He's absolutely right. Me and one of them fellows is in cahoots. We're just waiting for everybody to go to sleep. That's what we're gonna kill you.
The Hateful Eight, the new movie by Quentin Tarantino starring Samuel L. Jackson, Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Tim Roth, and a slew of other people. Basically, the premise to this movie is Kurt Russell is a bounty hunter. He has this girl as his prisoner he's trying to bring to this town so he can get paid and she can get hung, but due to a series of events, he gets snowed into this lodge with a bunch of other people that, as you can tell from the clip earlier, he doesn't necessarily trust any of them. I didn't really know what to expect going into this movie. All I knew is that it was about 3 hours long and it was a Quentin Tarantino movie, and we all know Quentin Tarantino, his movies are very unique. They're not like any other movies out there. They're his own little style, and this is no exception. One thing Tarantino always pulls off is performances in his actors. Every movie he does, especially this one, has great performances by every single character. I especially loved Kurt Russell and Samuel L. Jackson in this movie. Also, the writing in this movie is great. I mean, you gotta think about it. This is almost a 3-hour movie, and about 98% of it takes place simply in this lodge. Now, that's a lot of screen time to be in one location. So there is a lot of talking in this movie. Samuel L. Jackson and Kurt Russell in particular have a few monologues throughout the movie, and they all pull it off really great. I was totally engaged the whole time. I was never checking my watch, and that is a great feat to perform with a movie like this. And I can totally understand if there's people out there and you're watching this movie and you just don't like this movie. I heard a guy behind me going, "Oh, did they really have to blow that guy's face off?" And yes, they did. It is a Tarantino movie, and the violence in this movie is gratuitous and gross and awesome. I personally am not one of those people that are like, "Oh, there's blood. Did they really need to show that guy's face get shot off?" I'm more one of those people that's like, "Oh, shit!" There's also a lot of mystery to this movie because I've heard a lot of other reviewers refer to this movie as Clue and kind of a whodunit. Well, that's kind of the truth. It's more of a mystery of, can we trust everyone, and here's why and why not. So I feel like the movie is making us participate in a way because the whole time you're watching it, you're going, wait a minute, is that true? Is that guy being honest? Also, the music in this movie is awesome. There's kind of an overture at the beginning of the movie that really gets you hyped up for the movie, and that pulls off really well. And then the music throughout the whole thing, it has that mystery subtone to it where you're going, I think if I have any gripes with this movie, it's only the fact that there's a bunch of revelations that happen later on in the movie that I felt like could have been revealed a lot earlier in real life. If people were actually going through this, they would have pointed out certain things a lot earlier in the movie. So while it's convenient for the movie to not point things out till later, the characters that are pointing these things out in real life probably would have pointed them out a lot earlier to avoid a lot of hassles that they go through. But honestly, who the fuck cares? It's such a minor, minuscule thing. That's me really digging to try to find something negative for this movie because I really don't have a whole lot. I guess the only other real negative to this movie is just that it's not for everybody. For me, I loved this movie, but I know a lot of people in the theater I was in, they didn't like this movie, really conservative people, maybe like old grandmas or, if you're watching this with your dad who's really conservative or something, it might be kind of awkward. But let's keep things in perspective, people. This is a movie. It's a movie. Nobody's really getting hurt. All they're trying to do is entertain us, and entertain us they damn well did. Due to the fact that I don't think this movie is really for everybody, I can't give it marriage material or girlfriend material. I think there's a select group of people that are really going to love this movie, but younger people and really conservative people probably aren't going to be liking this movie too much. So for that reason, I'm giving it friends with benefits. I'm definitely going to watch this again and again once I have it on DVD. If you still don't understand my rating system, please click the little eye at the top of the screen to watch my movie ratings video. Also, guys, what is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Please let me know and comment below. For me personally, it's the Kill Bill series Volume 1 and 2. Those are the first movies that really engaged me into Quentin Tarantino movies. It's what really made me go, wow, this guy is a unique director. Also, this was the last movie of 2015 I'm going to be seeing. It's been a long year, but one of these days I'm going to be putting up my top 10 best and top 10 worst movies of 2015, so stay tuned for that. But if you haven't seen some of my other movie reviews, stay tuned right after this if you can handle it. Go!